Are located and the papers printed. The jury awarded $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive. But the state's law caps punitive damages at $350,000, so the judge indicated Depp will get $10.35 million. So to give a little more context, compensatory damages are intended to compensate plaintiffs for the actual losses that they experience. Meanwhile, punitive damages are considered a punishment and are typically awarded when the defendant's behavior is especially harmful.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast. That's weather coverage you can count on.
Well, you certainly had a busy day, Robert.
It was a little busy, a little stormy outside. Thankfully, there weren't too many incidents of real severe weather reports. Now, we did have some severe thunderstorm warnings. It brought some gusty winds, but really more rain than anything, and even a bit of lightning, too. Outside in Xenia, it was raining not too long ago, and you can see the roads are still wet. The camera was kind of inundated with some rain. You couldn't even see through the lens, but right now it looks like it's dried off for a minute, but you can definitely see the roads a bit wet there. We'll probably see some rain continuing here throughout the next couple hours, mainly off toward the east, and a chance for some returning showers in the morning. Right now in Dayton, it's 69 degrees. Winds are very light out of the north. It's a little bit more humid with all the rain we've seen. In fact, we do have some flood advisories to tell you about in southern parts, really kind of the southern half of Miami County, then also toward Clark County, I'd say the western half. There are some flood advisories in effect till 1:30 a.m. because you kind of saw a lot of rain at one time, and so a lot of that rain is slowly just drifting back into the rivers, back into the ground. It's a little soaked out there, but with the storms that we didn't see any official reports of hail up to the size of a quarter. That's the severe threshold for severe weather anyway, for large hail, and you saw about 0.8 inches and 0.5 inches, so you're looking for about 1 inch. So we did see some instances of hail though. Also had some instances of strong wind creating a little bit of damage. Didn't see really any wind reports above 60 miles per hour, which is again another threshold for severe weather, but enough to cause at least some wind damage in Lewisburg. Also downtown Dayton had some wind damage earlier in the late afternoon, early evening. Had I think it was a power pole that fell down in Salina. So it's been a bit windy, had a little bit of hail, even a thunderstorm wind gusts of about 47 miles per hour recorded near Lebanon, but it still wasn't up to that severe threshold. So thankfully, didn't see a lot of damage across the region, definitely saw a lot of rainfall, and we're continuing to see that now. Taking a look across much of Ohio, still showers stretching from Pennsylvania, and then even down close to Cincinnati. We still have rain across our region, the heaviest pockets of rain probably closer toward Columbus at this point, but if you head down about halfway to Lexington, you can see a nice little thunderstorm down that way. Do have a couple heavier pockets making their way across Warren County again, getting close to Dayton. But as far as severity, a lot of that is pretty much gone. Heavier pockets are even off toward the east. You can see north and south of Columbus, and then even as you head closer towards, say, Zanesville or Steubenville. Now, across the state, we're looking at some mostly cloudy skies. We're likely going to continue to see that cloud cover, and we'll continue to see at least some of the rain overnight. As far as the severity, again, that window is pretty much closed at this point. But the rain does continue a bit into Thursday morning. By the afternoon Thursday, we should dry out. We should see a little sunshine, and it'll feel a lot cooler because this was all in advance of a cold front that pushed across the region. So temperatures still in the 60s at this point. Salina, you're at 73 degrees, so it is still fairly warm outside, relatively speaking. But it's not going to be very warm for very much longer. You probably won't feel much of a difference overnight, but into the afternoon tomorrow, high temperatures in the low 70s. That's a little cooler than average for this time of year. We're typically in the upper 70s, so Friday is going to feel a little bit more typical. Saturday, a high of 78, and we're back to the 80s Sunday and Monday. But I can tell you, heading through the end of the week and then into even Sunday, we're looking at lots of sunshine. It's late Sunday where we could see a late shower leading into the chance for a few showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So let's take a look at the next several hours. Mostly cloudy, chance of some showers in the morning. Wouldn't even be surprised if there's a rumble of thunder. But then by the afternoon and evening hours, you're looking at clear skies, and that will continue, like I said, through the weekend with temperatures in the 80s by next week. Chance of storms returns. I don't think it's going to be quite a washout, but I think we can see a little bit more sunshine kind of mixed in there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but the rain does return next week with temperatures back in the 80s after the cool down tomorrow.
Thanks, Robert. So get ready to place your bets because sports betting will be legal in Ohio starting in January. Just how much money the state believes this will bring in here.